How to extract a complete list of extension types within a directory? Within a directory, and recursively within its subdirectories, meaning every directory within a directory is processed. How do I compile a complete list of unique extensions within the directory? OS is Windows XP with all the current updates, but I OK running script if I'm able to tell what it's doing, though I would prefer not to have to install .NET, since I really do not like it.
This batch script will do it. Save it as any.bat file, and run it with the command batchfile. Substitute whatever you named it to list the current directory, or specify a path with batchfile path. It will search all subdirectories. If you want to export to a file, use batchfile and gt, filename.txt, or batchfile path and gt, filename.txt. Explanation: everything before the /f ... line just sets things up. It gets the target directory to search, enables delayed expansion which lets me do update variables in the loop and defines a new line, lf, that I can use for neater output. Oh, and the %1 means get the first argument, removing quotes which prevents doubled up quotes, c. 4, ? The loop uses that dir/b/s/a :d%target% command, grabbing a list of all files in all subdirectories under the target. %11 extracts the extension out of the full paths the dir command returns. An empty extension is replaced with file with no extension, so you know there is such a file. If I added an empty line instead, it's not quite as obvious. The whole current list is sent through a find command, to ensure uniqueness. The text output of the find command is sent to null, essentially a black hole. We don't want it. Since we always append a column at the end of the list, we should also make sure the search query ends with a column, so it doesn't match partial results. See comments. %error level % is set by the find command. A value of 0 indicates there was a match. So if it's not 0, the current extension is not on the list so far and should be added. The echo line basically outputs, and I also replace my placeholders column with new lines to make it look nice.
Although not strictly meeting the requirement for a batch script, I have used a single-line PowerShell script. You could potentially run it from the command line /batchfile. If you remove c:\mid directory, it will execute in the current directory. Edit April 20, 2021, as per the comment from @MansomVampire, if you want to find hidden files as well, you should add force before recurse in the above command. At the end it will produce a fileextensions.txt containing something like the following. Depending on your folder structure, you may occasionally get errors notifying you that you have a long path. Any subdirectories in there will also not be parsed, but the results for everything else will still show. Notes: you will of course need PowerShell, which you can grab from here. It can also run on multiple operating systems.
Here's a detailed answer using PowerShell. With Windows XP you'll have to install PowerShell. Hey, scripting guy. How can I use Windows PowerShell to pick out the unique file extensions used in a collection of files?
To list all unique extensions from CMD under the path you're on use.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.